The White House is responding to Fed Governor Lisa Cook's lawsuit against President Trump, saying the president exercised his lawful authority in his attempt to fire her for alleged mortgage fraud. Joining us now with more context is Elliot Stein, senior analyst of litigation here at Bloomberg Intelligence. So this is, I think it's so funny because this is one of the most interesting stories out there.
Absolutely.
It's not moving markets at all, not one iota. But putting that aside, it is unprecedented, right? We don't know what cause really means in this case.
That's exactly right. We've never seen a president fire a Federal Reserve Board governor. The statute says that he can fire Federal Reserve Board governors for cause, but it doesn't say what cause means, and we don't have any court rulings in this context with the Federal Reserve, helping us out. We do have other statutes that say cause usually means some sort of inefficiency or neglect of duty or some sort of malfeasance. But we don't know if those are the terms that are going to apply to Lisa Cook, and we don't know if mere allegations related to her mortgage applications even rise to that level.
So give us the timeline here, because we have a Federal Reserve meeting coming up in September. That decision expected on September 17th. She is a voting member as a Fed governor. Will she be able to actually do her job here? We
potentially may get a ruling pretty quickly because she filed a TRO, a temporary restraining order, that seeks to block President Trump's letter from having any effect. What's interesting is she also named as defendants the Federal Reserve Board and Jerome Powell because she wants them not to effectuate the letter. So she got a good judge. We'll probably get a hearing on her TRO application within days. We may get a ruling from that judge, and that could still be in place by the time the September meeting rolls around. But in my mind, the critical date is actually February, not September. In September, she's only one vote out of 12. I doubt it's going to have that much sway. In February, the Federal Reserve Board will be able to reappoint or block the reappointment of the regional reserve bank presidents who also rotate onto the FOMC. And so if President Trump has a more favorable balance without Cook on the Federal Reserve Board, he can influence the regional bank presidents as well.
So, and I also wonder about how quickly the Supreme Court will hear this. Assuming she gets an injunction, right? Yep. And this goes all the way to the top. How quick have they been? It can be an emergency case. Yep. What have we seen thus far in this court?
Yeah, I think we could actually get a Supreme Court ruling on sort of these preliminary emergency issues within a few months, by year end.
But not by September 17th.
I doubt by September 17th. But again, I'm not even sure that really is all that important. I think more important is that they have clarity on whether she continues to serve before February. But we did see in other cases where President Trump has fired commissioners of federal agencies like the NLRB and the Merit Systems Protection Board, he fired them in February. In May, the Supreme Court ruled on whether those commissioners would continue to serve or not.
And we don't have much time left, but I want to go back to the regional banks, because Bloomberg News did report this week that the Trump administration is reviewing options there on how they could exert more influence. I mean, what are some of the potentials here?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be fascinating. This is like looking ahead many steps, but it seems like, to me, that's probably what President Trump is trying to do here, because just controlling the Federal Reserve Board isn't as important to him in terms of monetary policy as controlling the FOMC. And because you have regional bank presidents who serve on the FOMC, in my mind, that's what he's trying to control.
Right. He needs Cook and Waller, though, to go along with it.
Cook and Bowman, yeah, exactly.
Sorry, Cook and Bowman, yeah.
I mean, Waller and Bowman. We got there.
Elliot, it is not Friday yet, but it feels like we're almost there.
Certainly feels like something, doesn't it?
Elliot Stein there of Bloomberg Intelligence.